Hey guys, it's Pringles, and welcome to the first episode of Saber Gaming Q&A. Today I have Fibble with me. Want to
Oh,
introduce yourself?
yeah, I'm Fibble for the eyeball, FYOBL, known as plenty of things, but the actual term of my name is FYOBL, stands for FU Osama Bin Laden.
Okay, right. So just jump into the first question. So how long have you been in Sabertooth?
I've been in Sabretooth since around about, I think we started in between January and February.
Okay, so that's quite a while then.
Yeah.
So who's? I know that there was like a small group of you that founded it. So who's in that group?
The group it was me, Scotty, and Shafi that originally founded the Sabretooth Gaming. And Sabretooth Gaming stuck with the name. It took us a while to figure out a name, but yeah, it was just three of us in originally. One of them decided to leave, unfortunately, and it's just now myself and Scotty that pretty much keep it alive and running and keep the members flowing.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, it is a successful clan. Because I mean, that's been what? Yeah, it's been just under a year now, and I mean, the members keep coming. So I mean, it is a good clan.
Oh, definitely. I mean, as you say, the members keep on coming. We didn't expect this massive amount of influx of members to come along so quickly. We obviously tried our hardest to gain as many members as we could, and we obviously was very successful in doing so. Trying to keep up with what everyone wants to do is obviously the hardest task because everyone plays something different. And as I say, since February when we started, we have 178 members, of which I don't know, probably about 70 of them are relatively active.
Yeah, because I mean, I just all of a sudden we've really tried to get everyone to be as active as they can, posting up on the forums as regular as they can. I mean, because I only joined a month ago maybe, and it's not difficult to get involved. It's really easy because everyone's so open-minded and easy to get along with. So I mean, if you're new to like PC gaming, this is one of the places you want to be because everyone's just so welcoming.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is how we tried it to be. We didn't want it to be competitive. We didn't want it to be rules, ranks, and it felt like you had to do something. This is just a clan of it's a community. It's not a clan. It's a
Yeah,
community of friends of people that just want to play, that just enjoy each other's company, and we can experiment with games. You don't have to be competitive at it. You don't have to spend all the money in the world. And I mean, we wanted to give back to the community for them giving to us. Your way of giving us something is coming on TeamSpeak, coming on the website and doing a post. Our way of giving back is competitions, tournaments, and just general fun. Nothing too competitive.
yeah, because that's what Scott said when I was talking to him before that it's not I think the word he used was it's not a dictatorship. It's not a clan. You don't need to do this. Like you said, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. You don't need to have this or that. It's a community. It's more just a group of guys, and at the moment I think it's just guys. I might be wrong there. It's just a group of gamers. It's a
Definitely.
community.
We don't ask for you to come every day. We don't ask for you to come on
Exactly.
and spend all day online. All we ask is we're your friend. We
Hmm.
are your friends online, and I know we're just cyber buddies, but there's no saying that we don't want to meet up. We've had plenty of the members here arrange to meet up, and as I say, myself and Scotty, we've never met, but we're actually going to meet. Scotty's met Shafi. They've gone to Amsterdam together.
Yeah.
So it is a group of friends. It's nothing competitive, but we like to have fun along the way. Yeah, it's just something that me and Scotty wanted to do. We didn't want to become. We don't class ourselves as leaders. We class the whole clan as a leader. We're just the ones that we're the ones that pay the bills and keep the juices flowing. But everyone is a leader.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. Okay, so that's pretty much summed up the history to the sort of present in a nutshell. So we'll move on to sort of just you now. So what's your gaming background? Like, what sort of got you into gaming and when?
Um, well, since I was little, really. My dad was a computer engineer, and on his breaks, he used to sit there and play things like Doom, the old Doom and stuff like that. And I used to sit behind him and watch, and then like, he started playing Counter Strike and stuff like that. And one day I thought I wanted to have a go on Counter Strike, and that was the first ever first-person shooter I played, which was Counter Strike properly. I loved it. The fact that you could be on an online community. I didn't have headset or anything like that. I didn't chat to anyone, but the fact that you could play with other people around the world really, really got my juices flowing. It was it was more competitive playing the computer. I play the computer and it's just easy to win. Always, no matter how hard the difficulty is. But when you play against someone else in the world, it is totally unpredictable, and that's what makes it fun. So that was like the first game I played, and then as I grew up, I wanted to be a computer game designer. I never fulfilled that dream because it's just too expensive and too time consuming, and I needed a job and I needed to, look after myself. I couldn't. I didn't. I started too late thinking that I could do that, so I skipped that. Um, I've always had the ambition of wanting to build the beast of a computer, and I've slowly, surely done it. Probably the most expensive way of doing it, but I've been doing it. I started off with low-end equipment, and then just surely, slowly upgrading bit by bit until I get the machine that I want. I'm almost there. Just keep on buying bits and bits and bits and bits, getting the game, running a community. So really, it's just from different games. I mean, I've stuck to. I used to do MMOs. I used to play racing games. So like you're talking, one that I spent 2 years on was RuneScape online. I know that's really sad, but that's one that I waste a lot of my life on. And then I got bored of that because I found like as you say, like online first-person shooters and stuff like that. I was never a big fan of buying games, to be honest. Like, not that I downloaded them illegally, but what I meant was I never felt a game was worth buying and playing online. I thought it should be free because obviously you could go out there and you could find millions of online games that are for free, which are good. But then you've got things like Battlefield. Battlefield was the first ever online game that I bought, which I don't regret buying.
Mhm.
It was the best game ever, and I met pretty much everyone in this clan through Battlefield, and it's amazing that game how it brings people together and how you have so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean because I mean the I can't say a great deal about like years and years ago. Personally, I'm not 100% sure how old you are. Sorry.
Well, as I say, it's just the online community is a massive community. The internet is half a life. You need it pretty much these
Yeah.
days, and it is the biggest information resource that you can find. So becoming part of a community where we can bring other members in to talk to each other isn't just about gaming. I mean, we talk about, you can ask anything really, absolutely anything you can talk about. Uh, you could just have a chat. I mean, we get some people come on drunk and they just want to have a little bit of fun and have a chat, and that's fun. You get some people, you would do like live streaming. We watch other people when we're bored or something, and something we got like music channels. Like we make a channel in TeamSpeak and someone plays some music and you just sit in there and chill out. We have a right laugh on it.
Yeah. So you've already said what your first sort of game. So it was Counter Strike that got you into the sort of multiplayer scene, and you're saying that
Yeah, well, that was the first sort of PC-based game that got me into that. I was, like I was obviously as everyone as they grew up, I was a big fan of the SNES, Nintendo.
hmm
Yeah, I played that like Game Boy,
Oh yeah.
the Pokemon and stuff like that. Yeah, so I've gone from like black and white machines, which took AA batteries, to PS3s, but none of them really ever caught my eye. What I was looking for wasn't I know it's wrong to say, but it wasn't quantity, it was quality. And I
Yeah.
wanted to, when I play a game, I want to see the full effects. I want to hear the full effects. And the fact that with a PC, you can get graphics cards that look even more real than real life, and surround sound headsets. It's just crazy how deep and in depth you can get into a game via a PC. compared to an Xbox 360 or a PS3. And I know you're probably gonna have a lot of haters for saying that.
Yeah, cause I know what you mean. Like, because me, Scott, and Zeta were talking about this a couple hours ago. That we've all played console, and it's the thing. The big contrast between console and PC gaming is console is the games are good, the multiplayers are good, but it lacks. I'm not sure what it lacks, but it's just something about the PC community which is better. It's stronger. It's bigger. Because
Be
that
honest, if I was asked the question, would I ever turn back to a console if a new console come out and caught my eye? The answer would be no.
yeah, exactly the same. Because I mean, I've got a PS3. It's fine. My friends all have PS3. Sorry, it's just me and a couple of my friends that do PC gaming. But I mean, the reason that I moved to PC gaming, sorry, was the fact that, like I just said, the communities are better. For example, first community I've joined for PC gaming, Saber, and I'm loving it. I've been in plenty of gaming communities. This is the first PC community, but this is by far one of the better in general gaming communities I've been in. Because,
Well,
like I said before, everyone's so open and welcoming.
don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're the best. There are some
Yeah,
really good clans out there. There are some good guilds out there. There's some good communities out there. But I mean, we've had a lot of people say, felt so openly welcomed and stuff here, and that's good. That's how we've wanted it. We didn't want it to be a judgmental clan. We don't want we're a bit iffy with other countries joining because obviously we want to be able to be on while they're on, and it's hard
yeah,
because you get the Australians come on as we go to bed.
yeah,
So
exactly.
they don't really get to talk to the admins, but there'll be some nights we stay up late and they'll be on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's good. We do try our hardest, and it'd be nice to have, like we've been trying to get in, like other members involved that we can trust to become a little bit higher up in the clan, so that they can become, they could be moderators of stuff and look after specific areas of the website while we're away. Because we would
Mhm.
like it to be a multi-international community.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, so what we're going to actually do now is we're going to bring Scotty into this, who's the other founder of Saber. So if you wanna join in, Scotty, and introduce yourself. You're
Hold on a minute, wait, don't want to do that, right? I've got a banging dog coming. Alright, guys.
how you doing, Scotty?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Okay, so why don't you just start by giving
Alright,
yourself
Fiddle.
a little introduction?
All right.
Sorry, Pringles. Go ahead.
Do you want to give us a little introduction,
To,
just about yourself?
well, I'm Scotty, 3886. And I'm one of the founders of Saber Gaming.
Okay.
I'm 28 years old. I'm a Sagittarius. Um, I like Indian food. Um, I really like Desperate Housewives.
it doesn't.
And that's that about me.
Okay. Okay, so let's jump in. We've heard Fibble's side of the story. So, what's your opinions of the community in general? Because I know that you were able to hear what we were saying. So, what's your overall summary and idea of Sabretooth as a community?
Well, I think I speak for Fibble when I say this. I think it's one of the best things we've ever done. If you agree, Fibble,
Yeah, definitely.
it's the best thing we've done. I think because it superseded all our expectations.
Be
Like,
honest, the way we brought it together, we was in another community, and it wasn't the fact that we didn't like the way they were doing their community. It wasn't the fact that we didn't want to be in that community. It was the
yeah, it was
fact
like a
that,
confined space, wasn't it?
yeah, so we just thought, we spoke as three, and it was literally three of us that started this. There was no one else. It was just us. We had nothing, and we started, us three had to work our asses off to get what we got.
Now, not many people know that Ryu would have or could have actually been one of the admins.
Would
Right.
have and could have, yeah, but
Yeah,
he had a bit of
yeah.
difficulties in his own life, personal
But
issues,
no,
where he
that's
had
just
to
an
take part.
interesting fact about Ryu. But Ryu is very close to me and Fibble. Like sometimes he pisses us off, sometimes he's good. But I think me and Fibble are very close to Ryu because he was there in the beginning, but things came up for him. But I just thought I'd give him a shout as well.
Yeah.
He's
It
actually,
is carry on, sorry.
yeah, he's technically my right hand man on technical side. But when when we get our server up and running, he's pretty really good actually at the Linux side of things and Windows side of things and servers and stuff like that. So he's technically going to be my right hand man on technical side of looking after the server.
Because I mean, like you were saying a second ago, that he sort of strayed away from being in one of the same position as you two, or stuff like that. That's unfortunate.
Well,
But
Ryu's a drifter, you see.
right, okay,
Ryu may, Fibble, you'll agree, he may at any time just go puff and you won't see him for a few months. But he comes back. He always comes back.
yeah,
But
Think
I don't think he could never tie himself down to an admin position because I think he
he,
knew that he liked
he's
to
got
travel around.
yeah, he's got a lot going on, and he is a very busy person. I must admit, his work hours are very weird. One, and I mean his family live a while away as well, so he's off visiting them everything. So it is hard for him to do what he needs to do, and when he is on, he's generally on at around about the same time as all the Australians are on, so it's difficult for us to catch up with him sometimes.
Was there any other members you want to know about?
um, not at this given point in time, but like I don't think I mentioned this at the start, but we're wanting to do these question and answers. Maybe not. Let's not call them question and answers. Let's just call them. I don't know. Can work on that later. Basically, we're just gonna get either just me and someone else each week, or a group of people in, and we'll just talk. It doesn't need to
But
be
back
specifically about
back
gaming,
to your
but
first question about my general opinion of the clan.
yeah,
Another thing is it has had its tough moments. Like, don't you agree, Phil?
Definitely, I mean we've had lows, we've had real lows, and there was nearly a point where Sabretooth was no longer, but
Um,
I admit I sort of had a difficulty in my life where I just sort of said to Scotty, look, this isn't something I can deal with right now, and Scotty stood up, and if it wasn't for Scotty, Sabretooth wouldn't be here. Scotty stood up,
oh,
took full control of it all, and I appreciate what he did, and I have apologised to him for not helping out, but he understood what was going on in my background, and it wasn't like I ever disappeared. It was just I said to him I can't commit to as much time as he was going to commit to keeping it alive, and I mean he was on every day from morning till night keeping this place alive.
and I mean,
yes,
although you say that you sort of, I won't say strayed away, but you lacked a little bit. But I mean, saying that, you're back. You've been back for a long time now, and I mean, I said this to Fibble earlier. The clan is strong, and it's only going to get stronger from here.
yeah,
Definitely.
well said.
Okay, so we'll just I kind of want to start wrapping this up. I know you've not been in it for long, Scotty, but we'll quickly just go into your gaming background in a nutshell.
Uh, Pretty similar to Fiddle actually. I'd say just a little. I'd say I've just been there a little earlier than him, obviously with the age difference. But yeah,
Uh,
iconic games. He mentioned a few: Doom, Counter Strike. Then you'll remember the snares like he mentioned. Like you had your Mario Kart, and you had the Nintendo 64 with games like GoldenEye.
Scotty goes way
Classic.
back to Pong.
Yeah, I actually can recall playing Pong. So I am first generation gamer.
Okay, so what?
Um,
By the way, I'm 22.
Right, okay. Because you see, I'm only 17, so the first gaming console I had was
Shit,
an
Fibble, is this legal?
The first gaming console I had was the Nintendo GameCube.
Oh, that seems like yesterday to me.
Oh, I know. I think it's in the
Do you
loft
remember
at
the
the
Game
moment.
Boy, Fibble? The first Game Boy?
The first Game Boy.
You had to
Blimey,
bring a bum bag. You had to buy a bum bag, put it
Yeah.
around you with about 20 to 40 packets of batteries.
Massive thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you remember the Sega Game Gear?
You almost had to put like coal in it to start it up.
Do you remember the Sega Game Gear?
Sega Game Gear, blimey.
It was the handheld Sega.
And do you know what really got my juices flowing? When they brought out the SNES, yeah? When they brought out the connector so you could plug your Game Boy games into the SNES.
Nah. When they brought out the SNES and they brought out that bazooka.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
that was sick.
Oh, and who'll forget then the classics like Street Fighter and
Oh, can't forget that. Oh, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. I used to
Oh.
waste hours on that.
yeah.
Hadouken!
But if I was to sum it up into one game that did it for me, it was on the Nintendo 64, and that was
GoldenEye.
Zelda. Zelda: The Ocarina of Time.
GoldenEye was a beautiful game.
Well, Zelda: The Ocarina of Time is voted the greatest game ever made, so I totally agree. But I think the two best games ever was GoldenEye and Ocarina of Time, and they were both on the same console.
Okay. I think
Even
that
Mario 64. Do you remember Mario 64?
Blimey.
That was a great game.
Mario is such an amazing franchise.
Mm.
Big.
Oh.
So was Sonic the Hedgehog. That was big and all.
Yeah. Okay, right. We'll wrap it up here because I think we're probably over. This might need to be
Well,
split.
then can I play our anthem?
Go for it, my friend.
You know, because I think this is fitting to me and Fibble. Bye, guys.
Yeah, that's sick, that is. You know what you want to do with that? You want to put a banging donk on it.
Right, that's it
Cut.
for today. So we'll be doing more of these in the near future. So we'll get you guys back in eventually.
Thank you. Come again.
Okay.
See ya.